guys, and welcome back to my channel. You've guessed it, it's kind of a get ready with me. We're in my bathroom, and the reason being is I don't normally do my makeup like these days in my bedroom, but the light is absolutely streaming through my room today and it's just not good for filming, and I need to get this done because this is actually a collaboration video, and this is a collaboration video with a really lovely lady, and she's called Blondwloulouxx. I'm just going to get her channel details up so that I can give you the proper information. She's a really lovely girl. And I have had the pleasure of actually meeting her as well. We met at the Makeup Revolution Revoution party that was down in London in October, obviously, because it was Halloween. And her channel name is Blondwloulouxx. So I will leave a link to her channel down in the box underneath me, down here. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. See where it says info? I will put her link in there so that you can go and subscribe to her, because she is a revaholic, and she really is a revaholic. In fact, she's been Revaholic of the Week on the Revaholic Army page. If you don't follow that already on Instagram, then go over and give it a look. So we were talking about what should we do. I didn't want to do a full face makeup because I do get a little bit tetchy, and I do find that when I do a get ready with me and it's full face, they usually last about an hour. And I tend not to want to do that length of video anymore because I just think people get bored, which they do. So I've prepped and done my makeup already. I haven't put my highlighter on, but I have got blusher, contour, foundation. I have got everything done apart from my lips, although lips are looking quite red today. Yeah, I've done everything apart from my eyes. I have laid down already a base, and I will just grab it. I use the Maybelline Colour 24 Hour Tattoo, and this is in Creme de la Rose. This is like a cream. It's a bit like the MAC paint pots, and they're really good because you put it on your eye and it just stays in place, but doesn't budge. It's like a tattoo basically, hence the name, obviously. So I've already got that on my eyes. I'm going to be using that as my eye primer today. So to set that, I'm going to obviously go into my palette. Now the palette that we're going to be using together is Socialite. Now you're probably sitting there thinking, hang on a minute, she hasn't even done a review on this palette yet. And you would be right, I haven't. I've swatched it a couple of times. I'll open it up so you can have a look at this bad baby. Beautiful palette, and it is in the new formula of the Pro HD Amplified palettes, and this is Socialite, if I hadn't already said. So I'm going to be using this colour here just to lay down all over my eyes so that I've got a great base to work with. That's a nice neutral base colour that has now set my primer, and I'm good to go. Okay, so I look at this and I think, whoa, this is really daunting actually, looking at these colours. Now, when I first looked at this, you might be able to see what I mean. I thought this was a giant version of the Flawless 4, because it's got very similar sort of colouring to it. But when I looked at it closer, it's not. It is just different. I mean, yes, you have got some colours in there that are the same, but hey, you're going to get that in eyeshadows, aren't you? You're going to get that in eyeshadows. So, we've got my base colour down, so I'm going to use a transition colour. I'm going to start off lightly, so I'm going to use this colour here. So the colour that I used as my base was First Class. So the next colour that I'm going to be using just to start building up the crease colour is going to be called Nouveau Rich. So just a tiny little amount on my brush, just to start working into that crease. You do have to excuse my eyebrows at the moment. They are in a dire need of a waxing. I do have my eyebrows waxed. I used to have it done every 4 weeks. Okie dokie. So I've just worked that into my crease. Can't hardly see it because I've started off light. So the next colour that I'm going to use to start building up is going to be Makeup Rain, which is this colour here, which is just slightly different. I'm just going to do that in the outer corner, just here, just to give that eye some definition, because I've got hooded eyelids, as you can see. So that just by popping it on there and just taking that crease up a little bit, that just gives the illusion of lifting that eyelid. Okay. I don't know if you can see a difference between that eye and that eye. So we'll just come over here. Literally in the corner. And then just blend what's left of the brush through the rest of the lid. Do that on both sides, obviously, so you match up. Okay, so we've now started just to get that crease is now defined. Oh, and the brush I'm using, by the way, is a Zoeva 224 Luxe Defined brush, which is a great little find. Great little find. And if you hold on to the end of the brush, just so you've got more control over it, and you let the brush do the work, let the brush blend that through. If I do keep squinting, I do apologise. It's because the mirror, without my glasses on, does look a bit bad. So I'm just taking a fluffier, more pointed brush, just to do the outer eye, and I'm going to warm that up a little bit. And I'm going to use this, see if this actually works. This Blair, which is the one that I smashed. See if I can get some colour on that. Someone said to me, oh, if you do that though, doesn't that smell of alcohol? No, it doesn't. It's just a tiny amount, or a little bit of fallout there. That's actually off the brush just now. See if we can just sweep that away. Using a fan brush. There we go, gone. So literally just in the corners and the out corner. Just to give that a little bit of definition. And I mean, I'm literally not even going far at all, as you can see. It is literally just in that outer corner. And that is with the colour Blair. Now, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't pretend to be a makeup artist. I don't pretend to be a makeup expert either. I'm a makeup enthusiast. And, you know, you don't have to listen to what I'm telling you, because, you know, you're probably looking at it and thinking, well, do you know what? You've got no idea. You've got no clue. I always say this. So, as you can see, I've got slightly, I'm just going to knock that off there, slightly darker in the corners. So I'm just going to blend, I'm going to just lift that up and just blend that out. Just lift and blend that out. Because then that way you don't get a hard line. And then we'll do the same over here, just lift up. I have to lift up because of my hooded lips. my hooded lids and the fact that my age is droopy. Can you see on my eye where I need plucking? Look, can you see? So I'm just having a... So I'm quite happy with that. So I'm just going to go in with the very, very black colour now. And the black colour on this is called Throw Shade. I like that. Throw some shade, baby. And I'm going to go in with a very, very small angled brush. And the reason for this is I don't want to... I literally just want the tiniest amount of colour on there. Just the tiniest amount. Almost like an eyeline effect. And that is literally all I want to do. Very, very slightly. And then I'm just going to use that brush again just to blend. There we go. Okay, so what am I going to do next? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay a colour down on my lid now. What I like to do is I do like to lay down a matte and then shimmer over the top. I used to put the shimmer directly onto my eyelid, and I did find that when I used to do that, I used to get a lot of texture showing through on the shimmer. Because I have said before, I do have like this really bad skin on my eyes, and to start off with I just used to say, oh yeah, it's just it's like crepe paper. It's actually a KP, which is keratin, oh, I can never ever remember the name of it, but it's KP anyway. And yeah, I've found that if I lay down a matte and then pop on my shimmer, the texture doesn't show so much. So, and what I'm going to use this colour here, this pretty pinky colour, and this pretty pinky colour is called Pyjamas with Heels. That's interesting, isn't it? Pyjamas, and I'm using a fluffy brush to do it. I'm using what I would normally do as a blending brush. I'm doing that just so that it doesn't look harsh at all. Now, this is just my preference. I'm not suggesting that you should do this in any shape or form. This is what I do to combat my own skin issues. We all have different issues, we all have different skin problems and blemishes, etc. And that is just how I deal with mine. Okay, so just bringing that up in the crease now. Okay. Now, you'll have to forgive me, I can't really see much what I'm doing. Okay, so now lay down some shimmer. What shimmer should we use? Now, normally my colours that I go for are very much these warm tones and with golds, etc. And I'm going to have to do the same because they are the shimmers that they have in this. Oh, it's beautiful. The colours are absolutely delightful. I didn't want to go too red though, so I'm just going to stay with the gold and coppers and keep it fairly low key. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. When you get to this stage and you go, what colour was that I just put on my lid? Apologies about that, my camera stopped because it was full. And my maintenance of my camera has been absolutely shoddy, I tell you. So anyway, I was laying down my shimmer I tell you what, that's rather gorgeous. That has gone on really, really well. Really well. Now I've got no idea what look Lou is doing. I just know it will be a good one because she's pretty good at her makeup. Her eye looks always look amazing. I tell you what, these shimmers are fabulous. I know Makeup Revolution has always been good, but just recently, over the last probably 6 to 9 months, the quality has just gone up so much. And the colours, the ideas, the colours, you know, and the original formula, the original formats as well that bring out, the original palettes. It's just absolutely amazing. Okay, so that's those two colours laid down, which is great. What I also haven't done, I haven't done under my eye. So I'm just going to run a colour underneath my eye. There we go. There we go. And then I'm just going to use my double-ended Primark brush, and I can't remember what this one is as well, but this has also got like a great little brush for going underneath the eye. So I'm just going to take now this colour here, and on this is called a credit card, which is something that I'm not allowed to have, and that's the husband not allowing me to have one, not because I'm not allowed to have one, but because if I had one I would probably have every single item that Makeup Revolution ever brought out and more, and then never be able to pay it all. And if you guys out there, you know exactly what I mean. You know what I mean. Tell you what, these shimmers are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They're almost like wet. Almost wet. That's the only way I can describe it. So I'm just going to take my blending brush again and use I'm going to use this colour over here, and literally just now that I've laid my shimmers on, I'm just going to blend out the tops just so that it's seamless. Okie dokie. I'm just also going to put a bit of white highlight under my brow. And this is a matte rather than a shimmer. And the reason I'm using matte, whereas I normally would use shimmer, and this colour is Driver, is because of my let's say my lack of perfect brows. They never are perfect, but my sincere lack of perfect brows at the moment. I don't really want to draw any attention to my brow area, so I'm literally just doing this just to blend out, to give me a more natural look. Okay, and then I'm taking a very, very small brush, and let's have a look and see what, there aren't really any, let's have a look at this colour here. It's not really what I call a highlighted colour. That's a pretty rose gold colour. I might use this white actually, this just to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, but with a matte rather than my usual shimmer that I use. I wouldn't say it's a downside to the palette because, you know, I don't think you necessarily need a white shimmer in every single palette that comes out. So there you go. That's my finished look. Now, be able to look in the mirror properly now. Oh, that's not too bad at all, actually. I quite like that. That's the first time I've used this palette, by the way. Okay, so eyes. What can I do about eyes? What do about my eyes? Right, eyelashes, etc, etc. Right, back on at the old magnify. Right, I have got a bit of fallout, as you can see. I have got some fallout, so let's just sweep that away again with a fan brush. Yes, you'll notice that I am very, very liney under here, and do you know what? I'm 44 years old. I can live with my lines. I'm quite happy with the fact that I've got my lines because they're my character. So, you know, yes, I'm not one of these young YouTubers that are like in their 20s or whatever and got the world at their feet. Okay, so I'm using the Makeup Revolution, which I use every single day. So much so that there is nothing written on it, but it's the waterproof smoky eye eyeliner. Right, so I've smoked that out a little bit because I didn't want it looking too harsh. As for mascara, I've now started with my Lash Princess, the purple one in Sculpted Volume Mascara. That's better. At least I'm not doing mascara face. Bless her, she's singing away to herself downstairs. Okay, mascara done. I've been itching to use this. This is the Becca highlighter that my darling girl Lee sent to me. My beautiful, beautiful Lee. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, girl. This is the Shimmering Perfect Opal, Pressed Opal, and it's by Becca. It's beautiful, and I've been itching to actually use this properly on my face, and I'm just now looking for a brush that I can use. Here we go. I got for Christmas. This is double-ended. This is Real Techniques, and it is actually a highlighting strobing brush. So look how cute this little highlighter is. I mean, I have had a finger in and dipped it. That's what he says. So I'm just literally taking a tiny, tiny amount, and then I'm gonna. No, I don't know if you can, if I can see anything, because my mirror is in a position where I can't really see. So I can't see that it's not going to show up, because this is like one of the most blinding highlighters ever. Oh, look at this. Whoa, here it comes. She's obviously so poorly downstairs, she's flying. She's had cold pull. Bless her little heart. And then it's double-ended, so you pop it on and then you can blend it out, which I think is fabulous. I don't want it too blinding because I don't want to be... I don't want to be seen from Mars today. You can see it, look, that's beautiful. Whoa. Whoa, that is just beautiful, isn't it? It's kind of like perfect for me because I love a blinding highlight, but at the same time, because I'm getting older, you don't necessarily want your highlight to look too blinding. So I'm quite happy with that. That is beautiful. Just going to put a little tiny bit on my forehead. Tiny amount on my Cupid's bow. I feel like Jeffree Star doing this. Tiny amount on my chin. I'm wearing a butter gloss by NYX. This is another one that my gorgeous girl Lee sent over from the States. It's this beautiful colour here. God, look at that. That's really beautiful. God, I really love that colour on me. That's really sassy, isn't it? That is really sassy. So, yeah, this is me today. Yeah, I really like the eyes. I really like the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is really, really pretty. Yeah, I'm quite chuffed. Quite chuffed with that. Yeah. So there you go. That is my completed eye look. Yeah. I haven't put some. I'm going to use Max. I'm going to use my. She also sent me over some Fix Plus. Now I've never tried this before, so I'm just going to give this a go. I think I might have to. I might have to buy a bottle of this. Here we go. Oh, I see what people mean now. When they say about it makes your makeup melt and blend together. It does, doesn't it? Whoa. Lee, what have you done? See, I love my I Heart Makeup spray. I think this is one of the best sprays out there in the drugstore, finishing spray. It's just fantastic, and it holds really hard as well. So like when I'm working, I don't tend to wear makeup when I work because of the transfer. I don't know if you haven't watched any of my videos before, then I'm actually a photographer and I have a studio and I have people coming in. So as you can imagine, I've got my big camera and I've got my big camera up here looking through my lens, my viewfinder, and I end up with the back of my camera completely coated in makeup. So I tend not to wear it, but if I'm been invited to an event like a wedding or something like that, or an evening party, I don't want to go with no makeup on, because otherwise I just feel like so out of it. I don't feel right. And I found that using this, it will set my makeup in place, and I don't get anywhere as near as much transfer over onto the camera as what I would if I wasn't wearing it. But this Fix Plus, just like, it's just completely I feel like it's completely changed my makeup. It's like, oh, gorgeous. Now what I am also going to do, I don't normally do this, but I want to try and see if using MAC using the MAC Fix Plus on my eyeshadow is going to really make my eyeshadow pop. So I'm just going to take some more of my shimmer on my brush. So I've got some of my brush there, and I'm just going to put on. Let's see if that makes a difference. Whoa. Whoa, look at that. That's a game changer, isn't it? Whoa. I don't know if you can see. All I can say is whoa. And that seems to have smoothed out like my skin. Okay, now I completely understand why everybody goes on and on and on about this stuff. That's fabulous. Right, I'm going to do this on my hand so that you can see. It just smooths the colour down. Anyway, so she said that she's finished. She is now. They think it's all over. There it is now. Okay, again, most disjointed video ever that you've seen. So yeah, what do I think of this palette? I really like this actually. From what I've used so far, I do really like it. So yeah. Anyway, get yourself over to Lou's channel and tell her that I sent you, and tell her that you've watched this video and that that I've sent you over there, and give her a big thumbs up and give her a big subscribe as well, because she really is a lovely, lovely lady. And I'll see you again in the next video. And yeah, if you're not already subscribed, then please do. And I will see you very soon. Mwah! See you later. Bye!